a full face of Canadian makeup. I'm super excited about this video because I am a small Canadian YouTuber, and I should say that I really was inspired by Jessica Braun to do this video. I was thinking about doing it beforehand, testing Canadian makeup. Then I saw that Jessica Braun posted a video where she went to Canada and bought a lot of products from Shoppers Drug Mart and tried them out, and a lot of people were commenting, no one talks about these brands in Canada. I can never find good Canadian makeup. No one talks about it. And I think that's a large reason why I didn't have much Canadian makeup in my collection, to be honest, just because I'm so reliant on YouTube for my product reviews, and I trust people's opinions so much on YouTube because they aren't available in the States. They don't have as much hype surrounding them. So I'm gonna go through today and try some stuff out, let you guys know my thoughts. Without any further ado, let's get into the full face testing all Canadian made, owned, distributed, whatever makeup brands. Okay, let's go. So starting off with primer. You guys know that I freaking love primer. It's like my favorite product to apply. Neither of these are technically sold as primers. Quo Sheer Radiance Liquid Illuminator, and this is in Afterglow, which was their lightest shade. And then I have these Annabelle Enlighten highlighter drops. This is from a new collection that they released. That there is the Quo Shimmer, and that is the Annabelle Shimmer product in the white gold shade. Just going in with this to get a nice glow and add a little bit more hydration. I don't think you guys can really see it so much, especially because I am so pale, but I can tell in my mirror here, especially like under my eyes and in my chin area, it is very glowy. So far so good. I really like those two blended together. For foundation, this was a tricky one. I really wanted to try out a foundation from either Annabelle or Marcelle or Quo, but they all offer very limited shade ranges. I am so pale, and a lot of the Marcelle foundations run very deep, and the Quo foundations only had like 3 or 5 for each shade range, so that just doesn't work for me. I am too pale for that. So I was able to go back, look through my collection, and I discovered that the Ordinary foundation that I have, this is their Serum Lightweight Foundation, is made in Canada. So I believe the actual company of Deciem is a New York based company, I believe, but this actual product is distributed and made in Canada, so I figured I could get away with that for a foundation. Remember this being a fairly thin foundation, which typically doesn't give me the best coverage, so that's good that I don't really need so much coverage today. I also have a concealer. Bounce that out with my beauty blender. I think that that foundation looks really nice on my skin. You can still definitely see all of my spots peeking through, but it gave a really nice smoothing finish. I find I look very hydrated. That glowy primer illuminator looks really, really nice underneath. I definitely need to reach for this foundation more. That's really nice and natural. Now for concealer, this was another tricky one, again, because the shade ranges were pretty poor on all of the Canadian foundation, complexion products, concealer, powders, all of that. I wasn't really able to find a concealer that was Canadian by Marcelle or whoever. The L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Multi-Use Concealer. This isn't a Canadian company. L'Oreal is based in New York. There is a big Canadian office, but this is made in Canada, so I figured that counted. And I'm going a little heavier, as you can tell, with the concealer, just because I went very light with the foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that out again with my beauty blender. I actually really like that concealer. It is a little bit dark for me, but I find it very high coverage, and it's just a nice concealer. It blends out really nicely. So now that I'm all done with my concealer complexion products, I'm going to head in with contour, and this is a higher end Sephora Canadian brand. This is Nudestix. I know that Alana Davison does a really good job of talking about this brand. I just think it's a really cool company, and they have awesome products. So today for bronzer, I'm going to be using Bondi Bay, which is their lightest warm toned contour. And I actually really do like the brush that it comes with, which is very rare, but it is a really nice soft blending brush on the other end. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. As you can see, that just gives a really nice subtle sculpt. Very natural. You can definitely go in with more, but because I'm going to be using a powder bronzer, that's all I'm going in with for now. For my powder bronzer, I am taking this large Marcelle bronzer. This is such a gorgeous product. Bronzing pressed powder, and mine is in the shade Amazon Heat. There's a bunch of different golden shades, and then in the middle, there's a little bit of a shimmer to it. I haven't tried this yet. I swatched it and it was absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to go over all of the areas that I just went in with that Nudestix one. That is very pigmented. Okay. I think that that bronzer looks absolutely gorgeous. It has a nice smoothing like sheen to it almost, and it's a really pretty tone. I really like that. Okay, my camera shut down. It was overheating, so I decided to take that time to go off camera and do my brows. I only ever use the Anastasia Dip Brow. It just works for me, so I went ahead and did that off of camera. Now I'm going to go in with highlighter. Today we are using the Annabelle Perfect Cream Highlight. This is a cute little stick highlighter, and this is in Champagne Light. It is such a pretty creamy champagne highlight. So I'm going to take my Morphe highlight brush. This is the R36. Try and stipple that on. I'm going to try taking a little bit with my finger because it is very creamy. I'm going to just put that directly on my cheeks. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. I would definitely recommend these. I think they have a contour one as well. The formula is super creamy and nice. I really like that. Now I'm just going to take a little more of these Annabelle highlight drops in white gold and apply these to the very highest points of my face. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to tell, but that did break up the cream product underneath a little bit. Those drops did not make it look so good. For blush, I have two options, one of which is the same kind of Annabelle stick, and this is in Light Berry. And then again, I have another Nudestix product, and this is their blush in Naughty and Spice. So that is what the two mixed together look like. That's super pretty. I feel like that kind of blended out into nothing, so I'm going to instead go in with the Sephora Rouge Pro Mini brush, rub on both, and try and mix them that way. Brush is definitely my preferred method of application. I feel like you get a more even distribution that way, and it's just easier to blend. I'm not a fan of applying a product with my fingers. I think those are really pretty mixed together. So for eyes, I have a cream ombre souffle cream shadow from Lise Watier, and this is in Barely Gold. Super pretty. The consistency, the texture of this is just unlike anything else I have. I'm going to just apply this all over my lids. This product isn't being done justice by my lids because they're so dry and it just doesn't look as pretty as it probably should or would on others, but it is a gorgeous product. You can just take my word for it. Now it is time to go in with my Annabelle Eye Ink Liner. Kind of want to do a cat eye style wing, so okay, so the wings are done to the best of my ability. Don't love this. I was able to get a decent wing on this side, and then this side is a complete flop. I can't get a sharp line at the edge. I tried it with the super thin end, doesn't work. I tried it with the smaller pointed end, doesn't work, so would not recommend this liner, unfortunately. I'm trying to find a good drugstore one. If you guys have one you love, let me know. I really would love to find a good liner, liquid liner. So normally people would then apply mascara, but I personally like to apply mascara after my lashes. So unfortunately I wasn't able to find Canadian lashes. If you know of any, definitely comment down below and let me know. I couldn't find any, so I'm going to use these Pure Pro cruelty-free eyelashes, and these are in the shade, these are in the style Diva. So I'm going to hop off super quick, apply these, and then come back to do my mascara. And for mascara, I'm using the MAC 3D Dimension. This is one of my favorite mascaras. MAC is actually Canadian. I feel like a lot of people didn't know that. I was doing some research, and it is a Canadian company. So I'm going to go in with the MAC 3D Dimension mascara. I'm going to apply it to my lower lashes and then a little bit to my upper ones to blend it with my real ones. So now for lips, I'm going to go in with a lip liner from MAC. Firstly, this is the Soar lip liner, the one that's famously Kylie Jenner wears Soar a lot, allegedly. Go in with that and then overline just a little bit. Now on top of that, I'm going to go in with a more pinky nude shade, and this is from Annabelle, and this is their Anna lipstick. I really like this formula. I picked this up for a video a while back, and I've been reaching for it quite a bit. These are their Edge lipsticks, and they have some really pretty shades. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that over top of the lip liner. And that is how the lips look with that Edge lipstick put on top. I also forgot that I picked up this little lipstick set from Quo. This is a limited edition Mother's Day set, and this is their lipstick trio. Very cute packaging, very KKW reminiscent. I think it's super cute. So that there is the shade Coral Belle. That one's really pretty. That there in the middle is the shade Dahlia, and that there is Lotus. So it's a more berry tone. Those are really pretty shades. I think though for today I'm going to go with the middle one, the more nude one, and that is the shade Dahlia. Ooh, that's really nice and creamy. I really like that nude color added on top, and again, that was in Dahlia. That just gave a really nice sheen, nude sheen to it. I don't wear true nudes very often, but I think that's a really pretty lip combination. Very extra, but I'm into it. So yeah, this is the final makeup look using all Canadian products. I think this was a super fun video. So like this if you liked it, comment, let me know your thoughts, or if you have recommendations.